And yeehaw is right. We are in Texas. Now we want to find out if everything's bigger in Texas. Look at this. They want to be fed by their daddy. We are at Fritztown Farms this morning in Fredericksburg, Texas, just outside of the downtown Fredericksburg, Texas area. And they are ready. Josh, thank you so much for getting up early because I know this is earlier than you would have gotten.
Yes, ma'am. We're happy to be here.
We are going to show you so much. These goats, I can't wait. I'm going to feed them. We don't even know. I asked Josh last night when we pulled in how many animals were on the property. He's like, I've lost track. There's so many. You've got chickens and donkeys and llamas and goats and you name it. We're going to talk about all of that for you coming up shortly. We are super excited for our Texas Travel Takeover show. And Zach Kimball is here. Jim, my husband, is here doing some behind the scenes footage. We've got Mama Jackie's even here. We're going to meet your beautiful wife who does the most amazing jewelry, by the way. Can't wait to tell you all about this. We're going to get all of the information to you so that when you travel to Fredericksburg, Texas, you can check them out. We slept amazing. Those beds were incredible last night, by the way. We'll talk about all of this for you coming up. But before we do that, we want to see what's going on back in St. Louis. We've got a segment we call What the Weather?
Good evening from St. Louis, Missouri, and it is a beautiful one.
And our aspiring meteorologist, Beckett Moore, back in St. Louis while we're in Fredericksburg, Texas. And we are excited to say good morning to you. Good morning, Beckett.
Good morning. It looks awesome there and sounds awesome.
It is. So, Josh, this is Beckett. He is an aspiring meteorologist, and he's incredible. He's getting ready to blow you away. Trust me on this. We would put him up against any meteorologist you've ever seen. Yes, our family of people who watch you, Monica's Maniacs, they said that he's one of the most accurate and they get their weather from him. So how are things back in St. Louis this morning?
Oh, well, they're going to be nice today. It's going to be sunny and a high near 87 today. But then as we head towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all rainy, unfortunately.
And did I hear it's going to be in the 80s here today,
Yes,
I think?
ma'am.
Okay, is this a dry heat here in Texas?
For the most part.
For the most part.
We could sure use some of that rain. Send it our way.
All right, Beckett, he wants rain in Texas.
All right.
Wave your magic wand for us. Well, we want to get everybody up to date on what's going on in St. Louis, and then we're going to update you on what's going on right here at Fritztown Farms. So, Beckett, take it away for us.
All right, so looking at the current conditions right now in St. Louis, got a temperature around 60 degrees, sunny skies, and 10-mile-per-hour winds out of the southeast. And then looking at the bus stop forecast, 60 degrees again and sunny this morning. Then as we head into this afternoon, keeping those sunny skies, and this is definitely going to be our hottest day of the spring so far with a high of 87 later on today. Now the 7-day outlook, 87 degrees, sunny skies today, low 70. Now our rain chances really push in as we head into tomorrow. Some thunderstorms are expected tomorrow into the late morning, mostly sub-severe in the immediate St. Louis area. But as you head to the south, we could have a couple severe storms with some hail, damaging winds. But overall in St. Louis, just some lightning, thunder, and some small hail, gusty winds, but not severe here in the St. Louis area. 77 degrees is our high tomorrow, 77 on Wednesday. Then as we head into Thursday, another rain chance, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all expecting a lot of rain for all those days. But we just got to get through the middle of the week. Then as we head towards the weekend, sunshine rebounds, and we have highs in the low to upper 70s as we head towards Saturday and Sunday.
And we're going to be here in Fredericksburg with the entire takeover show. And we've got so much to show you. We are jamming a ton in, by the way, over the next few days. So you don't want to miss any of it. And then we'll be back with you on Friday and I'll give you the full wrap up.
All right, sounds awesome.
All right, Beckett, again, thank you so much for all of you that might be watching from Texas. Watch him. Okay, the two best places to see Beckett, you can go to YouTube, his YouTube channel, or go to his X or Twitter channel. And again, he will update you on what's going on all over the world. So if there's severe weather, he'll let you know what's going on in the United States. We are super excited to introduce you to Josh Allen, Josh and Haley. And Haley's going to join us in a little bit, but the two of you have been busy getting the animals up. Would they have originally still been sleeping, or they would say, get up, I'm hungry?
They always are hungry. So they wake us up most of the time. So
we're going to tell the story, but before we do this, are you a hockey fan at all?
no.
Okay, well,
We're in Texas. There's no ice.
There's no ice in Texas, but you can cheer on our Blues, okay?
Yes.
You can now be a Blues fan. We are excited, folks, because look at this. The St. Louis Blues did, in fact, even up the series in the first round of the playoff. They beat the Jets. I mean, coming off of a game where they won 7-2, then they end up winning again last night 5-1. So they've evened the series up now. It does go back to Winnipeg for game 5, and that's coming up for you on Wednesday. I know they always talk about home ice advantage being a real thing. We'll see. Okay, I think we've got that momentum going, and we're excited. So let's go Blues. We are super excited for all of that. And how about we do a national day of calendar? We're going to bypass a lot of the news you can use because I'm going to tell you about the need to travel. So National Day of Calendar, and here's what's going on for you today. Pay It Forward Day. Okay, we always want to talk about kindness, right? It's also for those that are just tuning in. We are in Texas, and that's what you're hearing behind us. All the birds, everything beautiful. Maybe a little blueberry pie. Ooh, that sounds good this morning. You want that? National Bravehearts Day as well. And it's National Superhero Day. So let the kids, if they want to, wear their Superman costumes to school, excuse me. National Great Poetry Reading Day as well. It's 7:08, and if you're just tuning in, we are live at Fritztown Farms, and we're going to hear the whole story. We're going to hope. Now, you saw my reel maybe that I put out about the dog taking us off the air with the microphone, and I said today, hopefully the goats won't chew up the microphones, but they are hungry. Dad, come on, Daddy, feed us, feed us. So we pulled in last night pretty late, and you were doing bottle feeding with the babies.
Yes, ma'am.
How often are they eating?
We bottle feed them at least twice a day right now.
Twice a day. So
it's usually more, but we're trying to get them weaned, so they're getting just old enough. But
and can you see these babies, folks? So they're named after cars.
This is Bugatti.
We have a Bugatti.
This is Princess Puddles.
And why do you call her Princess Puddles?
She was a bottle baby, and she lived in our house for a while, and she liked to puddle everywhere.
And then you have Lamborghini also.
Lamborghini is Bugatti's mom, and then we have one we call Baby Blue after a Ferrari.
Oh my gosh! So are you a car lover?
Haley's family was or is.
Oh, so, okay. Me too, Haley. I'm right there with you, girl. I'm right there with you. So if you are just tuning in and you're like, where is this place? This is beautiful. For those of you that have been to Fredericksburg, Texas, you probably have never seen this place. We like to find unique places, small business, lifting up small business and putting them on the map with our team here with our Monica's Maniacs. So we're going to show you some little baby ducks that are saying, we want some food as well. We've got all of this pasture behind us. You have what, 20 acres?
We have 20 acres, yes, ma'am.
But let's talk about how it all began. First of all, you're from Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
But Haley's not, right?
Haley grew up in California.
But she has like 6 generations of...
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to say she's a Texan.
She's a Texan.
Yeah. So you started this. Let's talk about this. So the 20 acres you took over back in what, 2022? Mm-hmm. But how did it all begin begin in your mind?
It all started with 7 chickens.
7 chickens.
7 chickens. And it quickly turned into 40 chickens in our backyard in town with goats and sheep and quail. And then it turned into horses. And,
keep going.
And more sheep and more goats. And then we bought 20 acres and moved our whole farm out here.
Okay, so were you always a big animal lover?
Yeah, I've always loved animals, but I never expected we'd have donkeys.
To have hundreds?
And a llama named Ned. So,
yeah, so why Ned?
We got him as a protecting animal for our goats, so that he protects from the bobcats and the coyotes and things along those lines. So he protects them, and we found him on Craigslist, and so he's our Craigslist find, and he's turned out to be quite the llama.
Okay, and here's the thing. We're looking at pictures of Ned, by the way. I want you to follow them on social. So whether you want to follow them on Instagram or Facebook, are you on any other social media channels? Those are the two main ones?
Those are the 2 main ones, yes, ma'am.
So you had a post, and I almost pulled the picture, and I was like, Ned looks dead. And you were like, don't scare me like that.
We often say Ned is dead because he will be passed out in the pasture, and sometimes goats are crawling on him. Sometimes he's just sunbathing. So,
but it was the way he was laying. I mean, his head was all back, and you're like, don't do that, Ned.
Yeah.
How old is Ned? Do we know?
Ned's probably 6.
6? Oh, he's young. Come on, Ned, stick around.
Hopefully, long life ahead of him.
So you've got the farm, again, 20 acres, and then you've got Airbnbs here,
yes, ma'am.
But you also have a bike shop And then you've got, is it called Breakaway?
Breakaway Guest House, which is another B&B on the back of our bicycle shop in downtown Fredericksburg.
And you've got your Airbnbs named after Ned and Lucy. Who's Lucy?
Lucy is a sheep.
Lucy's a sheep.
Yes.
And we slept in it last night. As soon as we walked in, my husband loves cottages and everything quaint. And we want to downsize. And this is probably exactly what he wants. He gave you major props. As soon as we walked in, he was like, this is adorable, to the fact that, we drove 14 hours or probably more by the time we stopped and we went to Captain John's in Oklahoma, right, Zach? Were we in Oklahoma? Yeah, Captain John's Seafood in Oklahoma. So shout out to you. We had a fantastic lunch, but all I kept thinking was, we're delaying by an hour. We got to get there. He didn't go to bed right away. He just wanted to sit out and be peaceful and look up at the sky. And he's like, this is what I love, a slower time. So if you're tuning in and you're saying, Fredericksburg, I've never even been to Fredericksburg. So the closest, if someone's flying in, would it be San Antonio?
San Antonio.
Okay.
San Antonio and Austin.
And they're about, how about hour and a half?
Hour and a half to the San Antonio airport, and then about 2 hours to Austin.
Well, you can drive. It was a pretty drive. My mom, however, said, okay, this is long. I don't want to do a long trip anymore. I thought it's beautiful, but it's probably more fun as you're excited and you're going to your destination than the drive home on Thursday when you're driving back and you're like, are we there yet? We're not, again, going to even be able to scratch the surface on just how amazing this place is, which is why I want you to check them out. You can go onto their website. You can go to their social media channels and say, what's this all about? Come here. Can I pick up?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Who's this one again?
Bugatti.
This is Bugatti. I drove in a Bugatti, but I've never had a Bugatti goat. Okay, come on, everybody. As you're tuning in, feel free. I'm going to look at comments a little bit later, but how many of you just absolutely love, whether it's your kids, your grandkids, or we're all kids at heart, right? To pet a baby goat, to feed a baby goat. Look, that's all Bugatti wants. And then Josh asked me yesterday, would you like to try some goat milk?
Yes.
I would have thought by now that it wouldn't have been your first time. You said you just, oh, thank you, kisses. Look, I'm getting kisses. You just tried it last night?
2 days ago. Yes.
How have you not had it before 2 days?
We use it mainly for the goats and making cheese.
Oh, and making goat cheese is amazing.
We don't sell the cheese because we're not a dairy, but we basically use it to feed the goats. So there's not a whole lot left over.
Are we going to try some this morning?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you told me it was a little sweet or very sweet?
A little sweet.
A little sweet. I love this about Josh and Haley. Everything about them is very sustainable. They use everything that they possibly can. And we're going to talk about your beautiful, talented wife. You two have been married how many years?
4 years.
4 years. And he said the smartest thing he did was marry that woman.
Yes, absolutely.
I love your story. So go to their website and find out more about them and, again, where the dream came from. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the dream, the idea, the entrepreneurship, the hard work.
Yes.
Right? So it can't be easy. I want to know what you all were doing before you decided to do this. So we'll talk about all that. If you have any questions for Josh or Haley, or you want to just make a comment about how amazing it is that we're showcasing these unique businesses, feel free to drop in those comments for us this morning. Don't go anywhere. This is the Texas Travel Takeover show with the Real Monica Adams Show, and we'll have more coming up in minutes.
Carroll House Furniture Homes look the best because of our free design service. Our designers please your taste.
Let's reimagine your room with 50 brand name choices.
We'll create a 3D design with a 360 view for your room.
Free design services are just the beginning. Free 0% financing, fast free delivery and setup, and the guaranteed lowest prices in the country with no stipulations.
You'll get a perfect custom floor plan for your new dream room.
Carroll House Design, because you like nice things.
This lady got me in the best shape of my life. I literally didn't know that I could be in shape like that. But the amount that she pours into her clients, and especially whenever you get the one-on-one training, it's mind-blowing. I mean, it was really life-changing. I learned so much about proper form, about nutrition, about just being able to invest in myself. I hired Monica to be my personal trainer, which was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
welcome back. Look what's coming behind us, the horses, and Jenny's at home. Jenny, look, I got a baby goat. If you're just tuning in and you're like, what the heck? They're not at home. No, we're not. And this week, we are going to show you where you need to travel. I hear that Fredericksburg, Texas is one of the quaintest places. In fact, USA Today had them in the top 10 of runner-up for the best main street in the United States. Also for the German beer and just for the food scene. I'm super impressed with you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in Fredericksburg. It's such a small town.
I don't have enough time. I mean, you wait till you hear what we're trying to cram in 2.5 days.
I can't wait.
I was like, we've got so much to show, but we decided to kick it off with what we thought was so cute. This was Jenny's idea. Jen, you want to give a shout out? She said, hi, Josh.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny and Josh have been working behind the scenes. She is so upset that she couldn't be here. I mean, look, we've got, hi, who's this?
That is Eli.
Eli, beautiful. And then we've got sheep behind us. Where's Ned?
Ned is in the other pasture.
Okay, I'm going to see Ned. By the way, we're going to take a bunch of footage also for our reels and our stories. What? Did you see Ned, Jim? Oh, yeah, he's okay. Jim's playing with Ned. So, yes, Julie just said, I love the birds chirping.
Yes.
You've got some birds we don't have in St. Louis that have the best singing voices, by the way. Did you hear? Let's see. Oh, I didn't see this. I can't get to my screen. What's this, Kristen? Did you hear about Bill Owens 60 Minutes resigning? Oh, yes, I did. We actually talked about that just the other day. Looks amazing. Love the animal names, Kristen says. So who gets the job of naming all the animals? You two together?
We both do it together. It's we have to go back and forth to make sure we agree.
So I mean, make sure that we agree. They're not all about you suckling. I know you're a little hungry. They're living my dream. They're on the farm. Love it. Let's tell Marty those animals are super easy. Oh my gosh, she said, stop it. Look at that sweet baby. I know. Good morning, everybody. As you're tuning in, I'm going to try to get all comments. I knew this would be a great stop. Good morning. Good morning. The horses, and look at that baby doll sheep. Look how beautiful those two horses are. How many horses do you have?
Just two.
Just two.
Mm-hmm.
Not just two. We always eliminate the word just. You have two.
We have two horses.
You have two blessings right there behind us. Okay, can I feed?
Absolutely.
Oh, you guys, this is what I came here for. Okay, you ready? You ready? Oh, you're going to slip off. Don't puddle on my jeans. Come on, get on my butt. Okay, so let's talk about the entrepreneurial spirit. Before, let's just listen for a second. Before you two got into this, what were you doing? Oh, we're in trouble. They're all going to climb on me.
Oh.
What were you two doing before that you came up with this idea?
We started the bike shop in July 4th of 2014 in Fredericksburg.
Oh, don't fall off. Here we go.
I decided I was tired of living in Austin and wanted to get out into the country. And so we started the bike shop. 2 years later, we opened the breakaway B&B on the back of the bike shop. And then somehow Haley decided she wanted 7 birds, and 7 birds turned into probably about 700 to now. So
Haley got her way.
she always does.
So you're talking about bicycles, right?
Bicycles, yes,
Don't
ma'am.
fall off, baby. How many bicycles do you have?
Too many.
Not as many of your animals, probably.
Not as many.
Are you both big bikers?
We are not, but her parents are, and that's how we met. So her
Can
parents.
she have this whole thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I know this other one wants some.
You're gonna have to try.
Uh-oh. We got ducklings too. Wait till you see the ducklings. Jenny says, Josh, I'm bringing my family sometime soon. We're going to stay there. My girls would love it. Yes, they would. Terry, gorgeous setting. Any goat yoga this morning? Oh, have you done goat yoga out here?
We don't do goat yoga.
Why?
I don't know.
You
We
need
just
to.
haven't got into that yet.
Okay,
so.
you need to, because that would be very, very big. People love that. Goat yoga, and then they would have a little wine afterwards. You have in-laws that have, is it Clink?
Clink Family Vineyards.
Okay.
Yes. So we dabble in a little bit of everything, it seems like.
You do it, but that's very smart from a marketing standpoint. So let's talk about the hard work, though. Okay, so owning a bike shop, talk about that hard work to this hard work.
Yes, ma'am. It's different. I always tell people I go to the bike shop to get away from this hard work. So yeah, that's kind of my escape, because I love being around bikes and working on them.
Yeah.
But the real hard work is
Right here
in the morning.
It's all gone, baby.
Feeding the goats, feeding the chickens, making sure everybody has water.
This is not hard work, Josh. This is adorableness. Just, again, cuddle bug for sure. I'm sorry, Bugatti.
All done.
It's all gone. Bye-bye. Okay, you go over there. We've got more to feed. What's your favorite thing about stepping outside and being in peaceful nature, hearing the birds chirp, seeing these majestic animals behind us.
You just said it, just being outside.
Yeah.
We're not much on video games or TV.
No.
It's like just being outside and being around the animals is very cathartic, and
Great word.
and they're a lot of fun most of the time.
Okay, when are they not?
When it's -13 wind chill and,
Oh, yeah.
and we're breaking waters.
Yeah.
4
Because it's
times a
not
day.
always as gorgeous as I tell you what, God, we're very faith-based here on the show. God gave us unbelievable blessing today because we were worried we weren't going to be able to be out here.
Right.
I'm like, we can't be inside when we've got this to look at. It was so windy, folks, this morning. And then we stepped out here, we set up, and now look, it's just amazing. Can we gush on your wife for a second?
Absolutely.
So you do the bike shop, the two of you get married, you decide to do this dream. And then when did she come up with the idea to do the beautiful jewelry, which I'm going to show you the earrings that I have. These are my favorite, but I want you to check out. You've got so much more than you have on your website.
Correct.
So
We're
people-
working on our website. It should be up and running completely, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We started with the quail when we were living in town, just to have an extra source of food, if you will. And it turned into her making this jewelry. She started making it for just friends and family, and then everybody wanted to buy it, and now we have lots of it.
So we're showing you some pictures that Josh had sent me. So these are pictures from the bike shop,
From
right?
the bike shop, yes.
And then if you go to their website, you're going to see, now you're going to go, oh my gosh, I love that one. There's a couple that were sold out that I was like, oh my gosh, that one's stunning. That one's stunning. It's hard to pick, but Mother's Day is coming up and we're going to do something special for our
Yes,
viewers.
ma'am. We want to do a Mother's Day special. I don't know if we were able to get our the internet lady to actually get the code put in for us yet.
Oh,
but it'll
yeah,
be like Mother's Day 2025 for buy one get one half off.
Yeah, so think about mamas. Do not forget about the moms. So you can buy one and then you get one half off. So you can do it for yourself. You can get it for a couple of moms, mom and mother-in-law. Don't forget the in-laws.
Yeah, don't forget the in-laws.
Or buy one for yourself and buy one for your mama. My mom is here. She is always my blessing. And again, for those of you that have your mother still alive, gush on them. You only get one mama. Okay. So gush on them. If you are just tuning in, I am just wanting to immerse you in the beauty of this, the calmness of it. You know, even if you have a little day where you feel like everything's gone wrong and you're stressed out, does this somehow bring it back home for you?
Absolutely. I just go walk in the back pasture.
Yep.
And everything kind of just gets better.
So it would be like picking your favorite child. There's Ned. So you're looking at Ned. Jim is our videographer today and getting a chance to show us. So is Ned ornery? Is Ned sweet? Does it depend on the day?
It just depends on the day. Ned can get a little ornery when he doesn't have enough, when he's not fed the peppermints fast enough.
Oh, peppermints.
Ned loves peppermints.
What else does he eat?
Well, the hay, peppermints, any treats. He plays Chubby Bunny with the peppermints.
Chubby Bunny. Folks, come on. Is this not the best? I wish you had cameras everywhere because the goats are trying to get up to more of the food. They're going to try to climb up with Zach as he's directing. So behind us, they're trying to run around. What did you say the names of the horses are?
Indy and Eli.
Indy and Eli. So this would be like picking a favorite child. Do you have a favorite animal?
That's hard to say. Probably Ned, and then some of the baby goats are pretty fun too.
You also have what are the sheep?
Southdown baby dolls.
Okay,
So they're
I've
kind of
never
like
heard
a
of these.
miniature sheep. So
Okay, have we seen them?
they were in the back earlier. I think the horses chased them off.
Of course they have. So that's the other question. Do all the animals get along?
Yes.
He wants to say yes. Haley, do they? Haley says no. See, the woman's always honest. Who does not get along with who?
It just depends. We don't put Ned in with the donkeys, and we don't put the donkeys in with the horses.
So, we can't all be friends with everyone. Not everybody's your cup of tea, but sometimes they get introduced and they're like, okay, you stay over there and I'll stay over here. Can we show these cute ducks?
Yes.
Can I pick up the
absolutely.
bucket?
By all means.
Okay.
There's ducks, a baby duck, a baby turkey, and a baby chicken in here.
What? Folks, come on. Look at that. I don't want to dump them over.
You can pull them out.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a baby duck. Hi, look. Mama. Mama, look. I know. Okay, what else? Baby duck, baby turkey?
Baby turkey, and the black one is a baby chicken.
A baby chicken. Oh my goodness, look. I've never seen a baby turkey.
So we raise chickens, turkeys, ducks, quail, and guineas.
Yeah, the guineas, by the way, they're mean,
They're very loud.
but they're protective.
Yes.
So we have, when we moved into our house, there is one of our neighbors, God love you. She puts eggs in our mailbox. She's like, you got eggs in your mailbox. And then they got guineas because there was a coyote that I think, unfortunately, got one of their chickens.
Yeah.
And so they got the guineas. I'll walk the dogs. Look, I'll walk the dogs, and all of a sudden the guineas are loud, and they're like, protect, protect, protect. I'm like, hey, you guys are mean.
We
But
usually know when somebody's on our property.
they serve their purpose.
They're little alarm clocks, if you will.
Absolutely. Okay. Someone just asked about the jewelry. The jewelry is on the website.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're doing the buy one get one free, and again the Mother's Day 2025,
Yes.
that's the code that you're going to use.
It's probably not up and working yet, but we're working as fast as we can.
Yeah, just keep in touch with us. info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. And if you are interested in her jewelry, I have a couple things for you. One, you can go to the website, but understand that there's so much more, because I would prefer. Wait, who is this again?
Bugatti.
This is Bugatti. Bugatti's eating my jeans. I'm gonna look at. I had full jeans before I started, but look. But just kidding. Bugatti's getting the string off of my jeans. No, Michelle, this is not a 12-piece bucket. It's a mixed bucket of chicken and turkeys and duck. Okay, I know you cannot eat them. We're going to take a quick break. So go to the website. Zach just showed it for you. Jenny's doing her job at home, and she's dropping in the moderation so that you can see the website. I'm telling you right now, some absolutely beautiful jewelry. I hope you all can see, because I'm not doing it justice. You've got to see these online. Now, these are on your website, yes. I believe. What are these ones called, Haley? Rectangle with guinea feather. Excuse me. I'm gonna go in here so you can see. I don't know if I can get close enough, but the feather inside is what's really, really beautiful. And then it was so funny. Josh and I were texting back and forth. I know. Are you hungry? Don't eat the duck. We were texting back and forth, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love these. They're blue. And he goes, well, they're all kind of blue because they come from quail.
They come from our quail eggshells from the quail that we raise. Haley's bred them over the last 4 to 5 years to lay this blue colored egg. And so
I was
selective breeding.
You had 2 different type of quail eggs, or 2 different type of started the C.
Coturnix quail.
And then what's the other one?
We only have Coturnix.
I thought I read something.
What Celadon's the color.
Oh, that's the color. Okay, so what is it again?
Coturnix quail.
Coturnix quail.
That lays a Celadon blue egg.
And we're going to talk about the sustainability aspect of it all. So there are so many things that they are able to do. And you also have soaps.
And whipped tallow.
Whipped tallow.
Lotions.
Is all of that on the website?
That's not on the website yet.
It should be soon. Okay. Right. We're putting them on the maps, folks. We're going to blow this up. And then when you come to Fredericksburg, Texas, you've got to come stay here. Fritztown Farms, and then go to the bike shop, which is how far from here?
12 miles.
12 miles. Mm-hmm. Check out that. So you rent out bicycles?
We don't do any rentals anymore.
Okay.
We just fix and sell.
Oh, fix and sell. Okay. So if you are looking for buying a new bike, you can check out their bike shop. And then Breakaway, again, is the 3rd place where you can stay. Breakaway, Ned, and Lucy. We're staying in the Lucy. So don't go anywhere. If you have any questions, any comments on any of the platforms, whether you're watching live or do a little hashtag replay, share this, by the way, with your family and friends. And like, hey, Monica's in Fredericksburg, Texas with the team, and they've got so much to show you. I know. It's time to eat. Don't go anywhere. We have more of our Texas Travel Takeover show coming up.
Well, hello, my friends. My name is John O'Leary. I was just on the Real Monica Adams show, and it was an amazing experience for me and hopefully for the viewers and listeners as well. What I found sitting down with Monica is the idea of being real is maybe something we use for social media or website or to separate us from others, but it may not be something you experience very often in the real world. Today, Monica was extraordinarily real, not only with me, but with our viewers and our listeners. And through her authenticity and through her honesty and vulnerability, I followed. It was an incredible conversation. We were real about struggle, real about life, real about endurance, real about family, real about faith, and real about the truth that the foundation is firm, that God is still God, that there's reason for hope, and that the best is yet to come. So for those of us who occasionally struggle with being real, or being filled with hope, or being renewed in a season of struggle, I can't tell Monica and her viewers, listeners, and producers thank you enough for allowing me to be real during the hour together. So for this time, and until next time, my name is John O'Leary. Today is your day. What a gift it is. Live inspired and stay real.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to talk with Haley now. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are at Fritztown Farms, and we are doing our Texas Travel Takeover show in Fredericksburg, Texas. Now, this immediate area, is this considered Fredericksburg, or?
We're still in Fredericksburg.
You are in Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
But as far as downtown, you're 12 miles, about 15 minutes or so?
Yeah.
So an easy drive, but this is also to allow you to get away from it all, even though you should be super proud that you got almost the first place, but the runner-up for the best main street in the United States.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome little town to live in.
You grew up though where?
We moved around a lot. So I was born in California. We moved to Alaska, then down to Texas, and
you have been all over.
Yes.
And what a difference, right?
Yes.
Alaska, California, and then Texas. This is your heart though, right?
Yes, very much so.
So what do you love? We were talking earlier to Josh. What do you love most about being able to see your dream come to fruition?
That's a good question. It's been a slow evolution of things. I honestly did not expect us to end up with kind of everything we have, but it's been kind of a fun transition from a few goats to my family has a vineyard, so we got the sheep for the vineyard because they're little short sheep, so they can go mow under the vines.
Smart.
And they're good for orchards. And then I'm crazy lactose intolerant, so we got the sheep or the goats to try the goat milk for that to see if that would be functional rather than the others. So.
Yes. And we're going to try that. So have you tried the goat milk before he did?
No, we've honestly
Both
tried it at the same time.
Oh.
It's been we got it to do the cheese, and since the cultures in there break down some of the lactose, I was a little less nervous about trying that. So I was like, we'll try the milk and see what happens. And I was okay. So I was like, it worked out how it was intended to.
Okay, we talked earlier, Haley, about the sustainability aspect. You use everything you possibly can here. And, you know, we talk about a bunch of recalls, and I had one I was going to tell you about. It's apple juice, and there's like hundreds of thousands. Every time I turn around in the news, I'm doing a story about this recall, that recall. It gets you a little worried, but it also brings you back home to what you and Josh are doing here, which is let's look at what we are putting down on our plates. We know where we've gotten it from, and we're eating whole foods. Right?
Very much so. Yeah, that's kind of definitely the goal, is to kind of know where everything comes from and have the ability to kind of control what goes into it and whatnot.
Okay, look, can we just look at that for a second? Haley, what does that mean to you right there? That view is stunning.
It is. That's definitely happiness.
Just calmness. And
Yes.
people talk about stress and wanting to meditate, and a lot of times you just need to go outside and appreciate the simple things
Very
of
much
life.
so.
So you have however many animals on here. I don't even know if we named it all. So you started with the bird aspect, and then it continues to grow. And you've got, again, baby dolls. You've got goats, baby doll sheep. They've got goats. They've got guineas. They've got turkeys. They've got chickens. They've got beautiful horses. We've got Ned the llama. Somebody asked if you had fainting goats.
We do not yet. We would like to add them. We just haven't found any yet to add. So they're definitely on the list.
What do you not have that maybe would be on a future bucket list?
Josh is like, no more animals. I honestly don't know.
I don't know if anything's missing.
Yeah, I was like, anything else would add a lot more work. So I think we're pretty happy with the what we have at the moment. I say that we do have somebody coming on Friday, and we're trading some turkeys for some geese. So we'll have geese on the property soon.
Okay, they're trading out here. I used to do the trading post in radio. We didn't actually. They did probably trade animals. So again, blessings galore. How long does it take though? Because it's almost as if you start the feeding and you're like, all right, start over again, start over again. It's a
like
never-ending process, right?
Yes.
You get up at what time?
About 7. So we're lazy farmers. We're not the up before dawn and whatnot typically.
But do you hear them, or has it gotten to a point where you're on the property and you're like, okay, yes, they're out there. The roosters are saying what they're saying, but we're going to sleep in a little bit more. You don't hear them?
No, it's kind of like, if you live in the city, you get used to cars driving by and they don't necessarily always wake you up. It's one of those, it took a little bit, but you hear the rooster crowing and it's just kind of that background noise you're used to, so it doesn't bother you as much.
How many roosters do you have?
100 probably.
Oh my gosh, that's a full orchestra. You're the composer out there. Okay, we're gonna look at some comments. Let's see the horses, and look at that baby doll sheep. Beautiful, gorgeous setting. So have you thought about doing goat yoga?
I have. I just don't know how to teach yoga, so we'd have to find somebody to come out to do that. But we have the goats in the
exactly. Yes, you've got the part that you need. We just need somebody to teach it. Michelle earlier said, quiet on the set, the bird is loud. Yes, they were hungry. Again, Zach's taken some beautiful shots for you of the chickens, the roosters, the guineas. We've been showing the beautiful horses. I asked Josh earlier, and I know it's hard because you have hundreds. There's the video that I love, by the way. Who is that on the slide?
So that would be Bugatti's sister. We call her Baby Blue because my dad's dad was one of the first importers of Ferrari into Texas. So, and he had a blue Ferrari called Baby Blue, so we named it after.
How
we named her
cool.
after that.
Okay, Jack and I both were watching this on, I think, was this on your Instagram? Yeah. So I was like, we got to grab that video because it was so cute to see it. A little apprehensive, just like your children, right? And then once it went down, it was like, let's do it again. Let's do it again and again and again. Linda, those critters do love to multiply quickly, and they continue to do so. Let's see, who else? As you're just tuning in and you're wondering where we are, Fritztown Farms, Fredericksburg, Texas. Put it on your future travels and put this place where you can stay. And maybe you just kind of do what we're going to do, which is stay at a couple of places, make a few days of it, a weekend of it. It's going to be hard though, because there's a lot that you want to see. Love the birds. What a peaceful place to be. The jewelry website we talked about earlier, go to the regular website. There's not everything there though. You have to come to the bike shop to see truly everything that she has. Good morning. Have fun in Fredericksburg. I love that area. I love all your fur babies. Love your jewelry too. I'm jealous that you're in Texas. I have family in San Antonio. Right. So San Antonio or Austin, about an hour and a half away if you want to do, if you want to fly in. Joe, thank you. Joe said, welcome to my home state, Miss Monica. Oh my gosh. So very cute. Okay. So let's talk about you and your talents with the jewelry. So when do you come up with the idea of seeing these shells from the quail eggs and go, oh, I'm going to turn that into jewelry?
That's a good question. It was kind of an evolution. It was such a pretty color, and I hated just tossing it into the compost pile, or we can feed the eggshells back to the birds, but it was one of those, it's so pretty. And then I was just kind of noodling around online and figured out that I could figure out a way to put it into something, and then it just kind of evolved from there. And I was like, I'll wear earrings, so we'll try the earrings, and now we've got necklaces and bracelets and other things too.
And Josh mentioned earlier that it all started with her doing it for herself and with family and friends. And just like a lot of times, passion projects become, well, hey, I love doing this and we can make money off of it. Did you have family and friends say, this is way too beautiful, Haley, you've got to do something with this?
Yeah, we had a lot of people tell us that we needed to start selling it, and so it's evolved from there. We've got way more styles, and originally we didn't try to do the feather overlays, and I felt like that added another fun aspect. And so we don't dye anything. The feathers are what they are. So like you've got the guinea feathers. Guineas naturally have these amazing polka dots. And
they're stunning. So it's all about everything, just like the food and everything you're doing here. It's the natural side, which fits with our show, right? Authenticity. Mm-hmm. The ones that I have. So do you, just like I asked you about favorite animals, do you have a favorite piece of jewelry that you've made?
I honestly don't know that I do. They're all a little bit different, and it's kind of a way I can be creative and express things. So they definitely change in this and that. But I've always liked the guineas because they're just it's such a fun. I did not realize before we got them that birds could have polka dots on their an
who
individual
knew?
feather. Yes.
I immediately was looking at her website and I was like, oh my gosh, I need those. I need those. I need those. So again, if you didn't hear earlier, Josh had mentioned that we wanted to team up with Fritztown Farms and with all of you and do something special. So, when you're thinking of unique things, you don't have these. You don't have quail earring jewelry, do you? I bet you don't. So go to the website, or maybe if somebody sees the pictures that we showed, and if they can do a zoom in and circle it, can that be sent to them?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Our wonderful lady that's working on our website, she's asked us for things and we get distracted with the animals and don't necessarily get it to her as quickly as she needs it, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh yeah, by the way, we need this done in 48 hours if that's feasible. So she puts up with us a lot and is doing her very best to get everything up there. But if somebody wants something that's not up, they can circle it, and we've got info at Fritztown Farms. They can just send us an email, or I think they can email through the website as well.
Yeah, and you just saw, by the way, look at, do you not love this? I mean, look at, you're glowing. You're like angelic, Haley. You're glowing with the horses in the background. And is that the baby doll sheep? Can you see that back there? Yes? Okay, I got to get out there in the pasture. And we're going to do something else that is going to be a first ever. Josh asked me, and my husband last night when he was pulling in, he goes, are you kidding? He goes, Monica's game for anything. So they asked if I wanted to try some goat milk. How about all of you? Have you ever had goat milk before? Let me know. Again, whether you're watching live, you watch later, because we'll be checking out your comments later as well. I can't even hop over to all of our platforms that we're on, but share, folks. Say, hey, we're in Texas, and I know a lot of you have been watching over the last couple of years. Love what the show brings. Again, hope and inspiration and positivity. We talk about hard work, but after you do the hard work, you end up feeling fulfilled because it's your passion, right?
Very much so, yes.
Hi, baby. We have no cords that have been eating up. Look, my dog was worse than your animals. My dog took me off the air when I was in television. Ate right through the cord. Michelle says, good morning. We love Fritztown Farms. Haley is an angel. That's Michelle Gassaway.
They're very good friends.
Very good friends. Michelle, hi. By the way, don't make this the last day that you see this show, because this is how you want to wake up in the morning. We are spreading all over the U.S. and in other countries. We can take the show on the road, obviously, anywhere, including outside with the animals. So again, the Mother's Day, well, the leading up to Mother's Day, right now and through Mother's Day, or even if by chance you forget Mother's Day, use that Mother's Day 2025 code. Not up on the website just yet, but you can do that for a little buy one, get one half off, which would be fantastic. All right, how about we take our final break, and when we come back, we're going to drink some of your milk. How about that? Can I have some of your milk? Come here. Come here, cutie. Hi. You're being really good. They're being I'm sorry. They're being well behaved. Any of them get really, really crazy and ornery, and you're just got to keep them in line?
Not typically. These guys are bottle babies, so they love people, and that's why they follow us around like little puppies and whatnot. We have some of our sheep are better on a halter than our dogs are on the leash, so it's entertaining.
Do you have dogs also?
We do. We have 2 pet dogs.
Oh, yeah. What kind?
One is a rescue from the local animal shelter that we have zero clue. She kind of looks like a pit bull and a terrier got together. She's this little boxy square gray creature with
I'm protecting.
And then we've got a wire-haired Vizsla. So they're a Hungarian pointer, but she's got the crazy scruffy hair also.
Wow, I haven't heard about that breed in a long time.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Let's see. No, we asked earlier. Let's see. So excited to be watching Roxy. Julie, we asked earlier, they don't have fainting goats, but that is something that they're considering getting. I said chickens. How much for a dozen of eggs in Texas?
We sell our eggs to eat for $5 a dozen for chicken eggs.
That's very inexpensive. Holly Allen. Holly says, thanks for sharing our kids' story. They work so hard and are so talented. I can tell. And you have beautiful positive energy, which is what this show is all about. It is finding like-minded individuals and then sharing that same hope and dream that's out there. I'm going to ask you just truly how hard the work is. And if you at any point ever thought, what did I sign up for?
Yeah, it's very much one of those. I'm like, okay, this is maybe more than I was anticipating, but at the same point, it does bring us joy, so it's worth the work.
Yeah. And so we mentioned earlier, besides your jewelry and besides the bike shop, oh, that's a beautiful setting right there. Thank you, Zach. That's gorgeous. He's doing a wonderful job behind the scenes. The soaps will be up on the website soon.
They will, yes.
And then what else did you say that you had?
We make a whipped tallow
butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And is there anything that you haven't done yet that you're thinking, Well, Josh and I have been talking. We're thinking maybe starting this too.
Uh,
She's like, I have enough on my
I
plate,
was like,
Monica.
not at the moment, but
Don't add any more to my plate. Good morning, everybody. Oh, good morning from Arizona. Thanks for watching. So for all of you, again, that are just tuning in, such a wonderful couple, such a fun place to visit. Haley, you're so lucky. Julie says, my daughter just bought a farm in Kentucky with 49 acres. They have 14 chickens currently. Hey, that's nothing. 14 chickens? Come on, you're way behind. Talking about cows next. Okay, but that is it. Do you have any advice for someone who's also thinking of doing something that you and Josh did?
maybe just do it slowly and don't go buy 80 animals all at once. We didn't do that, but at the same point, it's one of those. It's been a slow acquisition of a lot of them because we started with the chickens and the quail, and then we got a couple sheep, and then we got a goat, and then we got Ned, and the horses are both rescues. So that's
the only way to be, isn't it?
Yes.
So we say that all the time, and we're never shaming on the show. If you buy an animal, a dog, whatever, that's your choice. But understand that there are so many rescues to love on, and I just think there's a whole nother level of the fact that they know you rescued them, or I think it's the other way around. They rescue us.
Yes, very much so.
Surround yourself with animals and watch what happens to your life. Look at this. I just want to stay on this for the entire time that we're here. It is beautiful. Jenny, you were right. You nailed it, honey. Thank you so much for finding them. And by the way, we got to give an amazing shout out to Amanda at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, because actually that's where it came from. We were doing so much research and scrolling through the CVB page on their website, and then on their Facebook page, they have like 130,000 followers, and you popped up on there. And they said, here's a hidden gem just outside of the downtown area. This might be where you want to stay. And our answer is going to be, yes, you do. Why don't you stay here? Maybe you do a weekend here, a couple days, and then kind of bop around, because there's so much to see in Fredericksburg, Texas. We're going to try to do all weekend. We're literally, Haley, by the time we're done, I'm going to be like this. How the heck do you do it? Stephanie, thank you for doing Mobile Monica. It's nice to see other places. I know, that's why we did it. That's what I want to try, whipped tallow. Okay, we'll bring some back for you for sure. We're going to try goat milk. First time ever. They just tried it just a couple of days ago. I'm going to see just how sweet it is. We're going to add a little more sweetness to the show. It's the Texas Travel Takeover Show, live from Fredericksburg, Texas. Don't go anywhere. This is my wonderful role model, one of my best friends.
She's, oh my gosh, you got a long life. You could probably live to be 130 or something. And I said, oh God, I hope not.
It's getting hot in here. Don't take off all your clothes.
I'm not going to take off my clothes. On the radio tape, going to
Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. We're gonna speak. We're not gonna spank anybody. We're gonna speak about knowing your value, and then I'm gonna.
know your value. I'm going to spank them.
If you don't know your value and you don't grab hold of how important you are, I'm gonna spank you. Folks, you never know what you're gonna get with her.
My house is so outdated and old. Can you help?
Let's take down this wall and add a support beam there.
Or just replace the furniture.
I love it.
New sofa, chaise lounge, and tables from Carroll House.
What about this bedroom?
Let's tear down this wall.
Or a new bed, dresser, and accessories.
It's like a whole new room.
Get free in-home design, fast free delivery, and free financing too. Skip the remodel. Add new furnishings from Carroll House for your new perfect room, because you like nice things.
And welcome back. It is the Real Monica Adams Show. It is the Texas Travel Takeover version, and we are at Fritztown Farms. Look, we could go on for hours because I'm having such a blast here. Josh and Haley, first of all, thank you so much for getting up early, for providing everything that you've provided for us. We could not have started Fredericksburg, Texas off any better. There are many levels, and this is what I love about small business, because it's that heart of small business of giving back to other small businesses. So we're going to give a shout out also to your parents.
My family started a vineyard in 2004 and then in 2020 they dove off the deep end and bought all the equipment and now have a small winery.
And where is that from where we are?
It's about 25 minutes.
Okay, here's the thing, people. I have been reading like crazy in Wine Enthusiast magazine and all of the wine aficionado aspects, and they're calling this the new Napa. 100 wineries? At least, and continuing to grow, which is the way Napa was as well, which is exciting. So if you're a wine lover, if you're a foodie, like we are, if you love shopping, if you love history, there's the Pacific War Museum that we're going to be showing you while we're here this week as well. But speaking of museums, your jewelry is sold at Pioneer Museum.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that museum.
You might actually know more about that. It's a bunch of history of the area. They've got a bunch of really neat old cabins that they've moved onto the property.
So it's more of the homesteading style of what Fredericksburg was back in the day when those settlers came. So soap making, the woodworking, to metal blacksmithing, all sorts of just the history of around Fredericksburg.
Again, and hopefully you could hear him again. Here's the thing. So there is so much steep history in the aspect of the German connection. And there's some great German food as well as German authentic beers. So there's just so much to see and experience while you're here. You were mentioning all the different connections. You also are very big in lifting up other businesses that have helped you along the way. So tell me, is it Pasta Bella?
Pasta Bella.
I'm going to pull this over.
Yes.
Sean at Pasta Bella is a really good friend of ours, as well as carries the family wine. I believe it's the wine of the month at the moment.
Oh, really?
Which is exciting.
Yes.
So if you're ever in town, go try it. It's stuff.
So there's so much to see on Main Street, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Main Street is just, and there's this cute little area. Is it like, do they call it the Gold Walk or something?
The Golden Mile.
Golden Mile. Oh, like they got the Magnificent Mile in Chicago. You got nothing on them. Fredericksburg, Texas has the Golden Mile. And it's just shop after shop and food after food and winery.
Winery after winery.
Yeah, winery after winery. So there's the wineries that might be 20, 25, 30 minutes from here, but there's so many of them that have their own tasting rooms on Main Street, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is incredible. All right, again, the wind picked up. Oh, you can't hear us? Hopefully you can now.
The goat ate the cord, just kidding.
Oh, don't say that. Everybody, let me know if you can, or if you can't. It's 7:53. We are again at Fritztown Farms in Fredericksburg, Texas, talking with Josh and Haley Allen. Richard saying that he couldn't, but can you? Oh, you can now. Okay. All right. So maybe it was a little bit. Say again. Oh, okay. So my behind the scenes husband said, take one more break. Oh, yes, you can hear. Okay, never mind. Michelle says we can hear. So anybody else that you want to give a shout out that we didn't get a chance to? I know Pasta Bella Clink. How do you spell that though?
K-L-E-N-K.
K-L-E-N-K. So it's Clink. It was temporary. Okay, Michelle, thank you very much. You can all hear us. And that is your parents. Yes. And then you guys are all just with that entrepreneurial spirit and the hard work. The hard work that you have on a daily basis, as we mentioned, anybody that is a farmer or you have animals like this, so you have to take care of on a regular basis, you know that you put in the hard work. Mm-hmm. You don't have to get up at 5 o'clock with the rooster crows, but if you're getting up at 7, what time are you normally going to bed to then reset and do it all over again?
I'm probably up till midnight frequently.
Wow.
Josh is...
I like to go to bed a little earlier.
He's like, honey, keep going. Make that jewelry, baby. So we're talking about the sustainability aspect of it all. Okay, we're going to do this. We need Honey, by the way, to get goats and sheep and all that because he doesn't want to mow the grass anymore. So tell him about how you don't have to do that. They do it for you, right?
They mow it for us.
Yeah, you got your lawnmower right here. Okay, we are going to take a break. We're going to set this back up in place. I'm going to drink the milk as our final. Craig, my brother, just signed on. Hard to hear over the wind. Directional mic picks. No, I think you should be able to hear us okay because the wind picked up just a bit, but it's more so. You probably can hear me, but it's this. So yes, Craig, you don't have to tell me about microphones. This is my job. 7:55, our final break that we're going to take, and then we're going to try the milk, and we'll give you everything that you need to know of how to find them, how to stay here, how to buy the jewelry, and how to take care of the moms as well with the special buy one get one half off offer that we're giving to all of you. So the final Texas Travel Takeover here at Fritztown Farms, our final break right now.
$2,700. You're going to put it up.
All right, folks, absolutely beautiful. I mean, again, it's so stunning. And the horses and the roosters and the chickens and the guineas and the goats, and Jim's having a great time. Ooh, just petting and feeding the goats as well. What are they called again?
Southdown baby doll sheep.
Southdown baby doll sheep. I cannot wait to see them as well. And just enjoy a little time. I wish we could stay here longer, but we've got so much that we want to show you in such a short time. That's why we have to come back, and you do as well. So we're going to put it up on the screen one final time of how you can find Josh and Haley Allen with Fritztown Farms, their website, the social media pages where you can follow them. Again, Facebook and on Instagram. That's the best. And there's the email address we gave you earlier in case you want to look at some of the pictures of the jewelry that we showed. And if they're not on the website and you're like, hey, I really love this one, you can circle that and send that to her. info@fritztownfarms.com. There's their phone number for any questions, 830-733-2628. And you can experience for a couple days, a weekend, maybe you want to stay for a week or so. Where's the farthest someone has come to visit you? Kenya, India, Trinidad. I think we saw Trinidad. Be sure to find the guest book, by the way. We did that. We just love to hear where people are coming from when they come to Fritztown Farms. Okay, you all ready? The goat said yes in the background. Come on, taste my fruit of my labor. Uh-oh, the goat wants some coffee. That was from last night. This is from last night. Interesting nose. It's almost peppery. It's interesting. This is like our wine tastings that we do, but we're doing it with goat milk. Okay, here we go. Down the hatch. Nice job, Bugatti. Nice job, Lamborghini. Nice job, Princess Puddles. This is delicious. This is the best milk I've ever had in my life. I need goat milk in my life, and so do you, by the way. This is really good. Yeah. They're like, yep, we did it. Okay. Thanks for highlighting Fredericksburg. Josh and Haley are the best. That's Todd Plunk.
Oh, that's
Hi, Todd.
Yeah. Josh is
Shout out to Todd. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap things up here. We've got so much to show, by the way. I'm going to drink this whole thing. This is good. The two of them also took care of us. We're getting ready to make some breakfast. We've got some beautiful eggs. Yes, they are fresh because, again, it's all about using everything we can here. And what's the bacon we're going to be cooking up?
Maple bourbon.
Jim's gonna be all over that. Maple bourbon bacon, and we've got a little granola as well. And then thank you, by the way, for the bottle of wine. They have a bottle of wine from their family's vineyard. Michelle said we love them. All their friends are watching. They better be. And then all of the friends and family, be sure to take this show and share like crazy. Well, be sure to keep an eye to our social reels and our stories as well. I want to play with the babies. So all of you have a wonderful morning. Tomorrow morning, do you know the Wolcotts that own Wine Barrel Cabins?
I don't know that we've had the opportunity to meet them yet.
All right, so I have a feeling that they are just as authentic and amazing as you because we met them through this, but I'm going to meet them in person, and that'll be tomorrow morning. We will be live at Wine Barrel Cabins in Fredericksburg, Texas, and then we have so much to show you. Wednesday morning we'll be at Caliche Coffee, which is owned by John Washburn. He also has Otto's and A La Campagna, so we'll be talking about their family restaurants. There's so much to see and do, and we better get going. So all of you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. More importantly, thank you to both of you. The sun is shining. We're all aglow, and we hope you've kicked off the day with a smile on your face, all thanks to the babies that are right here. Fritztown Farms, don't forget about them. Have a beautiful one, and remember, they had the entrepreneurial spirit. So can you. Let them fire you up and maybe inspire you to walk away and take the leap to do your passion. Again, you can really, truly be anything you want to be in life. But before you're anything, be kind. God bless you all.